Alrighty, welcome back everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, whenever you're watching this. This is Siren, aka Nick, and welcome back to the Siren playthrough of Borderlands 2. So, if you were watching, if you watched the last episode, you know that we have 2 missions live right now. Well, actually 3. The story mission, which I just need to take Claptrap and I head on through the map. Bad Hair Day, which requires getting Bullymong fur. The audio prompt for this was in the last episode. And Symbiosis, which is go to Blackburn Cove and fight a midget riding a Bullymong. So, I'm going to leave this one prioritized right now. I'm halfway through. It's functional. As good as any fight in this game. But you have to do it. It's 2 levels of dread. One of the first good things to do, or one of the best things to have on you when you're doing this mission, is a bladed gun, be it pistol or carbine.
Guns, guns, guns!
Like this guy right here. This is exactly what I need for this mission because
Now make some up, don't get killed!
it will expedite the plain and melee is good in certain contexts, but having this gun quickly check. Yeah, I'm hanging onto that head and skin just in case they're worth it to have it. So obviously this is a new play session. Coming back in from a save and quit. Most of these people respond. I said in earlier episode of the first 2, Hyperion weapons are not particularly a favorite of mine. It's the whole
Like this.
stability issue makes them a bit of a liability at times. But for the sake of this mission, it would be very, very necessary. I think I should swap that out for my sniper rifle.
Whoa.
Somebody's shooting at me.
For 3 pounds of flesh. This is dying, but getting old. I'm done.
Grenade out!
That's the grenade that got having the rare. I looked at it before. The skyrocket. So it flies up into the air and explodes like a firework. Warning: not intended for indoor use. Damage is based on player level. This grenade can be used either. You can use it well and you can use it wrong. It actually seems to work really well indoors because you get it bounce off the ceiling back.
I can handle this.
Of course, if you
I'm not done.
yourself through a grenade. Launch a pistol, line up. because that fuse was a mission-related item. The fence stays down permanently once you're
The bullymong is injured. Now deliver the coup de grace with your melee weapon. A stunning riposte. Now collect the fur. In addition to making for a spectacular hat decoration, I shall study the fur for my almanac on the features of Pandora.
And now I gotta kill one just to get back. Alright. Time now. Health back. Oh yeah.
That sample will do admirably. Find me a few more, if you please.
What made me think I had it last month was healing. Sure don't. Yeah, I have no
There, you've weakened that bullymong. Now give him...
Ooh, are you collecting bullymong fur? I love that stuff. It's soft, warm, and really good at absorbing robot tears. Once you're done collecting all the fur, why don't you bring it to me instead of Hammerlock?
I overheard Claptrap asking you for the bullymong fur you're collecting. As I fear he would do something irredeemably stupid with it, like make a mohawk out of it or something, let me sweeten the deal. If you bring me the fur, I shall give you one of my finest sniper rifles.
So, Hammerlock wants to give you a sniper rifle. I love that as offer. Ha! If you bring me the fur, I'll give you a badass shotgun I found in the hands of a dead vault hunter. It's really fresh. You can still smell the sadness on it.
Well, here's the thing. The skin is worth 66. Find something cheap. Drop it. Alright, so to finish this mission specifically, I'm going to head into Southern Shelf. Now this is where you need to go to fight Midgemong. The midget riding the bullymong. But there's a little pod of bullymongs right at the entrance. Near, like, there's a safe zone near the entrance, but then there's a little cluster of them beyond it here. Well, and there's also shops, so I can immediately sell the things that pound for pound compared to this 12 versus 17. I think that's a better keeper. So yeah. Once you have every skin unlocked, like unless you are holding it for somebody else, there's literally no point in hanging on to them. I'm just gonna favorite that thing. Yeah, you also, I guess I didn't address these early on. By having pre-ordered the game, you get, so that was the thing, you got those heads, special edition clean shave, special edition skin fired up, the Contraband Skyrocket Grenade, and the Vault Hunter Relic, which is a 5% improvement to getting rare loot from enemies. It doesn't seem to have done much. It may have helped once or twice,
If you
but
got the money, I'll save your gall-darn life.
I don't feel like I've seen it be of much use. Right here. Yep. 6. That's why I'm doing this. I'm gonna come in here.
You've weakened that bullymong. Now give him a mighty blow with your melee weapon and take his... Wonderful, you've got all the fur I need. Bring it to me and my sniper rifle shall be yours.
Screw that noise. Bring me the fur, and I'll give you a shotgun.
Ow. You've earned a skill point. Well, technically we were getting skill points already, but... use it to unlock phase lock. Press left bumper to lock on to enemy in another dimension. Prevent him from fighting back for a short while. Some enemies cannot be phase locked and instead will take instant damage, and it has a 13-second cooldown. That's basically what traps and suspends an enemy. Turn my TV down again. I don't know how much sound is coming through. That's the thing specifically. I'm gonna hang on to that. 17 over. At no point did I ever feel compelled to keep these in my trophy case, purely because, like, my trophy case approach to each character, specifically because they're just so low level. They're a starter kit, starter gear that was given to you, again, by having, I think that was by having the pre-order. But yeah, we're at the point where this is no longer as effective as the spinny gun. And again, to do the inspection effect, you just scroll to the gun and click the right analog stick. It's an interesting engineering concept. Oh, the Jacobs. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of that flat-off pistol because flat-off, pound for pound, is some of the best weapons, but compared to a Jacobs pistol, you can still fire up pretty fast. Well, and then that too. I mean, you saw me spend almost $500 on this Hyperion pistol, but since I don't really need it anymore.
High quality, low prices, and no questions asked.
I'm gonna get rid of it. Because in terms of sheer damage output, the Jacobs pistol is still better. That shotgun in that rotation, that is the conference call. A rare Hyperion drop. Well, it's a legendary item. In the 12 or so times that I've finished playthroughs fighting the warrior, I got one conference call, 2 volcanoes, at least 8 leech grenades, which was frustrating. I can't remember what the one other orange thing was. Obviously wasn't that impressive because I don't remember it very well. Now there's not a whole lot to her phase lock, but as you start leveling it up, there are some perks that...
That wasn't so difficult.
It has some skill tree perks that tremendously improve it. In my experience, her middle tree, the blue tree, is kind of the tree optimized for co-op play. It makes her more of a medic. A lot of the perks in that part of the tree are designed for team support. Green side specifically improves the phase lock in certain ways, and the red side is the elemental side. We can look at that real quick here. So, first tier, increase critical and melee. If the enemy you have phase locked dies, it generates life orbs. This is one I usually take early on. Flicker is increased chance for elemental status effects. Foresight increases size and reload speed. It's a good one, but it's a non-essential this early on. Increases damage and bullet speed with all gun types. I usually take that one early on. And improves shield capacity and recharge delay. That is probably the first one I'm going to take after. We're going to take this one first on the next point, this one on the second point from now, and then probably probably Flicker on the third point from now. my other Siren save. Where am I going to look to turn this mission in? My other Siren save has I think I was able to get to pretty much to the capstone of the green, and then after a while I respect her so I could put more emphasis on the elemental side. Alright, so I want to trade him. At this point I kind of want the sniper rifle.
A trillion thanks, Vault Hunter. You've helped a foolish old man look far more badass than he deserves.
So yeah, he winds up
I'm
with that
referring to myself.
winds up with that fur mohawk on his hat. If we give it a Claptrap, it's right on top of his head, but after a certain point, he just doesn't have it on him anymore. Get a nice Jacobs sniper rifle. Now if we stack that up against the starter one. The starter one was more accurate, but because this one is, well, they're both Jacobs, but pound for pound, a much better rifle. The Maliwan barrel looks good when it's on other Maliwan parts, and this is also a Maliwan scope, but pure Jacob stuff looks really traditional, like a nice old-fashioned hunting rifles. So it's, yeah, I'm just not gonna. And this one actually has, like, that's the Jacob's barrel, that's the Jacob's grip, and the stock. And that's the Hyperion scope on this one. But I'm gonna be selling that too. Keep that. As I mentioned in a previous episode, the carbine behavior guns, Jacob's pistols, Jacob's carbines, and sniper rifles work really well for the Siren, because, especially now that I have the phase lock unlocked, because freeze somebody, get the scope on, get the crosshairs on them, and hit them in a critical spot is very helpful. So, sell the guns. You can sell guns at any shop. If for any reason I suck, keep going the wrong direction. Alrighty. I hadn't anticipated leveling up there. I was gonna come back and turn that in so that I would level up. But this works too. I feel so weird only having 3 grenade slots compared to the other higher level characters, because once you get to Sanctuary, you start using Iridium to purchase storage deck upgrades. And you can... The Commando has a perk in one of his trees that actually increases how many grenades you can carry. I don't think I've ever taken it with him, but I may have put like 1 point into it. Yeah, with him, when you smash piles of stuff and guns fall out, they usually stick around. I thought there was a gun here at one point. Maybe not. Or maybe when I did that before traveling in here before, I bet the travel did a ground clear. It's very likely. So yeah, as I was saying, the Commando has a skill tree perk that ups grenade capacity. Otherwise, with using Iridium to purchase the SDUs, you can get up to 8 or 9. I think by the time you're level 50 or up, I mean, if you've spread out your points relatively evenly like I did, you'd have 8, at least 8. Once you've gotten to the point where you've purchased the 20 Iridium SDU for the grenade slot, you should have a carrying capacity of 8. Okay, so you can pull this lever and cross the bridge here. There's a whole section out here when you look at the radar shroud. Map, come on. Okay. So yeah, the way I'm facing there's a whole piece of the map out here, which I should actually go and look at first. Hello. And they're all coming. Everything seems so big. I thought it was a badass for a second. Oh geez, mid-punch. Mid-punch because I want to put a different weapon in here.
Hold it!
Come on. Hello. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to use this instead. There we go. Oh jeez, 1 health. Statistically speaking, having 1 health means that health vials will show up in the little ice piles. So many. Load. Get up. Come on. As I said, flat off machine guns. Spin up needed on this type is not always the best feature, but flat off in general is still very good. I think this whole area is kind of meant to be just for grindy.
How about that?
For grinding purposes. Well, and the reason I'm heading out here, which you'll see, I'm getting punched by everything in sight. And then this crap happens. You get pinned to the wall.
Wasn't even close!
I tell you how many times that happens. It's infuriating. You get pinned to the wall by an enemy who doesn't ever back off. So then you just wind up getting pounded and pounded and pounded. And we won't encounter this first playthrough. But second here, the rabid class of enemies. God, they are awful for that. Oh, and we're lagging apparently. That's probably because of other people using. And since this gun is running somewhat low. Stop throwing crap at me. I guess basically anywhere there's large groups of limbs, you have the opportunity to.
Stop!
You have the opportunity to work on that throw and projectile challenge, but nice. Come on then.
Whoa.
Early on, the nurse mod, once you get class mods, the nurse class mod is the first one that heals the Siren. Once you have points in the right perks of the middle tree, which still takes upwards of 20 levels, You can start using a matriarch mod. Because usually right off the bat, the nurse mod will either give you perks to this, this. Functionally, once you get a point, sustenance, you almost don't need nurse mods anymore. And the matriarch mods, it's because the matriarch mods tend to boost. Okay, I think, well, the matriarch specifically, they tend to boost life tap, elated, and recompense. I think that's what I've seen a lot of them improve. So these turrets mark the edge of the map. If you try to go past them, they will shoot at you. They're the one thing you cannot fight that is guaranteed to kill you. Rock kind of seem like cannon fodder, but in the right setting, they can be a pain in the butt.
Hold it right there.
And up. There's an achievement for throwing a TDR weapon and hitting a rock with it. See, how'd you deke around me like that? But there's still... Alright, enough of this shotgun.
That was quite an experience.
So yeah, as I was saying, I'm probably going to put this first point into this. Just because shields aren't essential. See, this tree is all about improving the phase lock, you up the duration. This one can be useful. It kind of contradicts certain challenge things later on, but kill skills are always worth putting a point in. I think this is a better one. Well, to me, the inertia is a better kill skill than kinetic reflection. Convergence is a necessary. Well, for the sake of this playthrough, I'm recording myself in half-hour chapters, and I'm just to make content for my own YouTube channel here. So this playthrough specifically, or at least today's session, is not going to be multiplayer. If you're interested, I'm trying to do this every Sunday afternoon, somewhere between like 1 and 5. I do have places to be later this evening because it's Father's Day, but I will... Yeah, I'm just thinking right now, I'm thinking of doing at least 2 half-hour chunks. And this is the first one, which is almost at my time limit. So yeah, I think for the sake of first point past the skill, flicker can be nice. So yeah, what I was just going to say, for the sake of my, again, because I'm recording this Twitch stream specifically as a means of making content for my YouTube channel, I'm trying to do this every Sunday afternoon, somewhere between 1 and 5. For today's session, it's not going to be multiplayer, but for future sake, if you think you'd be around between 1 and 5, Mountain Time, I'm in Alberta, then I would be perfectly willing to play co-op with people. And I've learned from playing with other people that Twitch isn't fully tuned right now. It doesn't pick up anyone but me in party chat, so I could actually be in party chat. But again, for the sake of kind of pseudo trying to be a let's play here, just for the sake of my YouTube channel, I might, and not to say that I wouldn't do co-op play, I just, in order to narrate things, like, you might just kind of get tired of me talking about stuff. If that is the kind of thing you wouldn't mind, then honestly, you're more than welcome to play with me. But again, next session. So yeah, so I'm going to put that first point into ward. Improve shield capacity and shield recharge delay. Well, I mean, if that's the case, like, if Sundays is kind of a tough day for you. Like, I work Monday to Friday, so weekends are the best time for me to do this. So. Again, for the sake of anyone watching this on the YouTube channel, if I sound like I'm talking to people, again, I'm talking to people who are watching via the Twitch stream. You've collected an elemental weapon of the incendiary variety, which at this point might be worthwhile. Trade it in just to see how it goes. Well, do I want to use this Jacob's carbine? We'll see how the fire goes. Because I don't have access to a shop until I'm back at the entrance. And again, for the sake of the people watching via Twitch, this is why I'm here. Vault symbol for this map is on this boat. One of two vault symbols. Come on, no, I can't open the menu because the feet aren't on the ground. That's screwy. So that boat is right out here from Southern Shelf. Way the heck out here. As I say, yes. My use of Twitch to stream this lagging. Stop lagging. I'm also streaming wirelessly, which is why if I seem to have perpetual quality problems, well, that would be why. There's really no option for me to hardline into my router because it would be 90 feet of cat cable. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to, for the guy watching, I'm going to using the Twitch structure, I'm going to stop streaming right now, just so I can get an episode cut, and I will be right back in like 2 minutes. And for the sake of YouTube,